In a recent development, Dallas Cowboys owner and general manager Jerry Jones addressed the controversy surrounding backup quarterback Cooper Rush's contract incentives. Rush, who stepped in after Dak Prescott's season-ending hamstring injury, was on the verge of earning a $500,000 bonus. This incentive was tied to him participating in 55% of the team's offensive snaps for the season. Heading into the final game, Rush had played 52.5% of the snaps, needing to play the entire last game to secure the bonus. However, in a surprising move, the Cowboys started third-string quarterback Trey Lance in the season finale against the Washington Commanders. This decision prevented Rush from reaching the necessary snap count to trigger his bonus, leading to speculation that the team benched him to avoid the payout. Sports Illustrated. When questioned about this after the game, Jones stated, "I didn't even know about it until I read about it." He emphasized that the decision to start Lance was not influenced by Rush's contract incentives. Jones explained that such incentives are typically included by player representatives to provide financial rewards when backups are required to play. This situation has sparked debate among fans and analysts. Some find it hard to believe that Jones, as the general manager, was unaware of the specifics of Rush's contract. Critics argue that a general manager should be fully informed about player contracts and incentives. Adding to the intrigue, the Cowboys had little at stake in the final game, having already been eliminated from playoff contention. This has led to further speculation about the true motives behind the decision to start Lance over Rush. Some suggest it was an opportunity to evaluate Lance's performance in a game setting, while others believe it was a cost-saving measure. In the game, Lance completed 20 of 34 passes for 244 yards, with no touchdowns or interceptions. He also added 26 rushing yards on 6 attempts. Despite his efforts, the Cowboys lost to the Commanders, finishing their season with a 7-10 record. Bleacher Report. As the Cowboys head into the offseason, this incident raises questions about internal communication and decision-making processes within the organization. It also brings attention to the complexities of player contracts and the potential implications they can have on game day decisions. The Dallas Cowboys season concluded with a disappointing 23-19 loss to the Washington Commanders, and now the team faces a crucial crossroads. The primary question is whether owner and general manager Jerry Jones will retain head coach Mike McCarthy, whose contract is set to expire on Wednesday, or begin the search for his 9th head coach since purchasing the team in 1989. Speaking to the media for over 40 minutes outside the locker room, Jones praised McCarthy's abilities and contributions, but stopped short of confirming his return for the 2025 season. "I don't know that I am considering making a change, is really what I'm trying to say," Jones remarked, leaving room for speculation. McCarthy's tenure with the Cowboys has been a mixed bag. He boasts a 49-35 regular season record, but has struggled in the playoffs, going 1-3 and failing to advance past the divisional round. The team's Super Bowl drought now stretches to 29 seasons, a bitter pill for the Cowboys' loyal fanbase. Despite the uncertainty, McCarthy expressed his desire to continue leading the team. "Absolutely. I have a lot invested here, and the Cowboys have a lot invested in me," he stated, emphasizing his belief in building programs and developing young players. McCarthy, who ranks 13th in NFL history with 174 career wins, added, "I'm a winner. I know how to win. I've won a championship in this building." The decision on McCarthy's future appears to hinge on several factors. Jones has indicated that any coaching decision will consider a broader 5-year perspective rather than solely focusing on the challenges of the 2024 season. Notably, injuries played a significant role in the Cowboys' struggles this year, with key players like Dak Prescott, Zach Martin, Trayvon Diggs, and CeeDee Lamb sidelined, accounting for nearly $90 million in salary cap space on injured reserve. Jones admitted to some responsibility for the roster's shortcomings. "I always provide the roster for the coaches. And so if you don't get there, then you've always got some second-guessing," he said. However, Jones also praised McCarthy and his staff for keeping the team competitive despite the setbacks, noting their ability to win 4 of 5 games late in the season to stay in playoff contention until Week 16. Player support for McCarthy has been strong, with stars like Prescott and Micah Parsons publicly backing his return. Jones acknowledged the significance of this endorsement, stating, "That's important." However, no timeline has been set for a decision, though Jones suggested it could follow the precedent of past coaching changes, such as McCarthy's selection as Jason Garrett's successor 10 days after the 2019 season ended. While no discussions regarding a contract extension have been reported with McCarthy's agent, Don Yee, Jones hinted at his willingness to allow McCarthy to explore other opportunities if requested. A key meeting between McCarthy and Cowboys executives, including Jerry and Stephen Jones, is expected this week. As speculation swirls, one thing is clear: the Cowboys are at a pivotal moment. Whether they choose to retain McCarthy or move in a new direction will not only shape the immediate future of the team, but also determine how they address the pressure to end a 3-decade championship drought. The Washington Commanders clinched the number 6 seed in the NFC playoffs with a dramatic 23-19 win over the Dallas Cowboys in Week 18. But the game took an unexpected turn when rookie quarterback Jaden Daniels was sidelined at halftime due to leg soreness. Head coach Dan Quinn made the call to rest Daniels, opting to prioritize his quarterback's health over potential risks in a game that, while important for playoff positioning, wasn't do or die for the Commanders. Daniels, who played the entire first half, completed 6 of 12 passes for 38 yards and rushed 4 times for 27 yards, including a highlight 16-yard run. Despite the modest stat line, his dynamic presence set the tone early for Washington. However, Quinn decided it was not worth risking a more severe injury, particularly with the playoffs looming. The coach later confirmed that Daniels could have returned if the team's postseason berth had been at stake, but emphasized the need to keep his star rookie ready for the wild card round. Backup quarterback Marcus Mariota stepped in seamlessly, delivering a stellar performance that secured the win. Mariota completed 15 of 18 passes for 161 yards and 2 touchdowns, adding 56 rushing yards and a score on 5 carries. His heroics culminated in an 11-play, 81-yard drive capped by a 5-yard touchdown pass to star receiver Terry McLaurin with just 3 seconds left on the clock. McLaurin, who finished with 8 receptions for 62 yards, also played a pivotal role in securing the Commanders' playoff position. This victory was more than just a season finale. It solidified the Commanders' number 6 seed over the Green Bay Packers, who fell to number 7 after their win against the Chicago Bears wasn't enough to leapfrog Washington. Had the Commanders lost, the Packers would have taken the higher seed, altering the playoff landscape. The Commanders now face a formidable challenge in the wild card round as they prepare to take on the 3rd-seeded Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, speculation swirls about the health of Daniels, though Quinn has assured fans that his quarterback will be ready for the high-stakes matchup. Daniels' performance this season has drawn widespread praise, and the Commanders are counting on his playmaking ability to shine in the playoffs. Mariota's standout showing against Dallas has also sparked conversations about his future role within the team. The veteran quarterback demonstrated poise under pressure and reaffirmed his value as a dependable backup, with some speculating that his performance might draw interest from quarterback-needy teams in the offseason. On the Dallas side, quarterback Trey Lance gave a solid effort in the Cowboys' season finale. Lance completed 20 of 34 passes for 244 yards, avoiding turnovers and keeping the game competitive. However, Dallas fell short, ending their season on a sour note amid broader questions about the franchise's direction under owner Jerry Jones and head coach Mike McCarthy. For the Commanders, this victory is a statement of resilience and readiness as they head into the postseason. With Daniels expected to return and players like McLaurin continuing to perform at a high level, Washington aims to carry this momentum into their clash with the Rams. As the playoffs approach, the focus now shifts to whether the Commanders can build on this win and make a deep run in the NFC playoffs.